Hey, so this is my second video on the channel, so it's about a month later. The first video that I filmed, I put up, was about the 9th of October. Since then, I have lost a bunch more weight and, kind of gotten to a ridiculous shredded stage, but then I've kind of put on a little bit of extra weight back on. It's been overall a 14-week cut, which turned out to be morally or like mentally a little taxing. I've been eating poorly the last couple of weeks. Not poorly enough to overcome my ability to lose the fat with fasting, but I definitely don't look as shredded. I still have a full-on, six-pack, whether I tense or don't tense the abs, which is great. So I've decided to sort of make a few more videos. The whole process of cutting with the help of fasting has been overall a lot easier than anything I've ever tried. I think it just blows all the regular diets, linear diets, out of the water. Maybe there'll be some people who'll, say that what I'm doing is not healthy. There'll probably be some. But, I've done my research. I've done quite a bit of research on fasting and what it does to the body. And it does seem like it's just a better method. I did for the last video, and I'll do it, for this one as well. I've put in a little link in the description below to a free challenge that I've kind of put together. And it's basically, it lists out, step by step what I'm doing and how I'm losing weight. And it's not weight, it's really fat, because like the muscle, the strength, it just stays. Like what I'm doing and how I'm doing it and how I'm counting calories. I've built calculators. I'm really trying to build this to sort of be a completely free and a very accessible way for anybody to be able to do this, right? And as part of that, to kind of show people, to kind of maybe help convince maybe people on the fence about how effective this is, I've decided to put on some weight on purpose. Like, it's not going to be hard. I like eating. Put on some weight on purpose and then like shred down again in a matter of a few weeks. Like right now, I'm sitting at around 66, 67, 68, 69 kilos. So 66 to 69 kilos. Which probably means that if for the next, say, 8 to 10 weeks, I did like a dirty bulk. I mean, in 10 weeks, I don't know how much weight I could put on, but if over the next 8 to 10 weeks I put on about 8 kilos of body weight, we could safely assume that most of it would not be muscle. Like, most of it would be fat. You can only generate so much muscle day to day. And then if it is around, if it's around 6 kilograms of fat, I reckon I should be able to get rid of it with fasting in about 6-ish weeks. So about 6 weeks if I follow a pretty strict diet plan, about 6 weeks. If I kind of maybe, fall off the wagon once or twice, I'm new to this, it's not a fitness channel, I'm basically experimenting with my body, then maybe that would be 8 weeks. But still, I hope that if I did this and I'm like 90% sold on doing it, and I want to document it in like a fit to fat to fit type of format, convince people that it's something that they can do, that it's something that's possible for them, something that can bring fast results if you're willing to follow some basic rules. There are rules to this. I'm not just not eating. There's, you got to cycle your carbs. You have to be pretty exact with your macros. The fasting times are also specific. There are rules for things to do or not to do in the gym. You can't, if there's one thing that's sort of negative about fast, it's not really a negative aspect. But if there is one thing that is a trade-off of fasting as a tool for weight management, as a tool for fat loss, as a tool for health improvement in general, is that whilst fasting, your recovery is not, it's just not what it is when you're eating a regular diet. I can't really compare it to like a regular linear diet with like consistent food intake but reduced calories. But when you are fasting, recovery will be impaired. Like that's the one thing you totally have to look out for. Other than that, yesterday I finished a 36-hour fast, and as I said, I have been eating quite poorly the last few days. Last few weeks. I've gone out with my girlfriend. I've had some snack foods, but then yesterday I had a 36-hour fast. The 2 days before that, I had a 24-hour fast, and I concluded my fast with a protein shake with some MCT oil, and then I didn't eat until my next eating window. With just those little bits of like 24, 36-hour fasts, they feel quite natural to me now. I've been able to fully keep my weight. If not fully, then mostly in check. And given the amount of food I've eaten and the way I've been treating my diet, it's truly impressive. Like more and more people who know me, who've kind of seen what I've been able to do, are interested in it. So I hope that if I do make sort of fat to fit the fat type of video, I will help more people, manage their weight better. Because I've tried a lot of things, and dieting in general is a numbers game. If you follow the Spartan diet approach and you do everything right, you will lose some weight, but it is difficult. You do lose muscle as well. My testosterone levels are kind of low. I've done the tests. They've been for years. My thyroid is very sensitive to food intake, so I get very cold fingers, cold nose. And, regular diets have been torturous. And the results come slowly. It's demotivational. Sometimes you feel like, what's the point? Whereas with fasting, you just cycle through feasting and fasting. Again, there's rules to it. But when you cycle through feasting and fasting, it's somehow easier to tell yourself that, like, today I'm not eating. It's a very simple, like, rule. Today I'm not eating. I don't have to think about it. Like, can I eat this? How much can I eat? I don't have to give myself any leeway. I know exactly with black and white clarity what I'm doing. Today I'm not eating, tomorrow I'm eating, and it's a meaningful amount of calories, and it works. So that's kind of like my second video. I didn't want to even prepare for it, like, so it's very structured. I'll probably make a more structured video before I sort of jump into my protocol. I'll decide more on like how fat am I gonna get, or how much weight am I gonna put on, or fat exactly. My friends some of them definitely want to see the more outrageous side, and sort of, have me go to, 25, maybe 30% body fat, which would probably take 3 months of overeating to get to, but like heavy overeating. I don't know if I want to do that, because the one thing I do want to say, with this protocol that, again, like, you'll find the link below, it's called Six Pack Fast Track. I'm really pretty confident that most athletic people, most people who have gone to gym for years, have only, give or take, about, such a broad estimate, about 6 kilos of fat to lose. And if you follow the gold or silver standard on the protocol that I've outlined below, then on this six-pack fast track protocol, that should be about 6 weeks. If you really follow the golden, the tight, strict protocol, it's about 6 weeks. And 6 weeks is the amount of time that anybody can last through, and especially once you see the weight fall off, especially the fat, not just the weight, because you'll start getting cuts everywhere, and you'll start really seeing definition. When you see that, when you can like look in the mirror every single day and you see like wow, I can see a change, a real change, not like, you know, like, is there something? I don't know, but like a real change. It's very motivational, and you know, I believe that success builds success, and if you get those small successes at the start, you're more likely to stick with it because, you know, just get these dopamine spikes, you get this extra motivation, you feel like you're winning, and if you feel like you're winning, you're more likely to win. New concept there. So I really believe that I should stick to that and sort of show people that I can, whilst still being fit, as long as the muscle is covered in fat and I don't have any sort of gym bro type of definition, then I can sort of shred down to a ridiculous level. I don't know, the first video I made, I kind of cringed because it was so full of cutting and editing, and I had to hire someone to do it because I didn't know how, and I just didn't put it out because, I don't know, it was a bit of a learning experience. So this one I kind of want to shoot it through, but like I might cut in a video or at least put up another one where I was, you know, at my very leanest. It was ridiculous. I had veins all down my ribs. So I can get there again. So I reckon that if I do not go over the 15-20% mark body fat wise, and I'll do some calculations, figure out how much do I have to eat per day to like really pack on the extra fat, so that I can cut down everything in 6, maybe 8 weeks. So that's kind of my goal. I'll do that. I reckon in the next week, I'll start my dirty bulking journey or just the getting fat journey, just to kind of prove to myself, to others, I've got other friends who are interested to sort of see the journey, you know, how you can shred down very, very fast whilst keeping the muscle. Yeah, it's a very unusual protocol, but it works. So I guess I quickly can show what my current sort of body, I guess like body fat level looks like. I don't know if I should, but I can kind of show that. And then, so I have some documentation. Next week I will already sort of go a lot more strict on my calories so that I start from a good place. So it's fit to fat to fit really is from a fit place. And then, yeah, I hope that this is going to be a fun journey. I'll probably make more videos about it, but this is sort of the first video of me introducing it, sort of making it official. So yeah, I'll go through my body fat level now, and then that's it for the video. So right now, I don't know, this is not the best lighting. You can see that, you know, like there's some, it's a webcam, so you can't really see that much, but there's some veins on my stomach. Where it is, there it is. It's not, I mean, it's still okay. It's not as shredded as I was just a few weeks back. Can you see? Now there's no real veins on my ribs right now. But you can see the body fat level. I would probably estimate it's around, oh, it's always so tricky, 9, 10, maybe. So if I shred down, if I put on extra 8 kilos of fat, or maybe 10, that probably will take me to 20. So that should be a good place. But I'll think about it. Well, that's it for the video. I just wanted to kind of quickly keep myself accountable to something and make a second video. That's pretty much it.